Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Look behind me, here's where we're at again. Stark's Performance and Maintenance. Another day, another video on the build. So we were missing some head dowels for the block, so I got those last night. Luckily I got the last two that they had. I got the dowels. Mike's putting on the head now. We'll go in and check them out real quick, and then once we get the head on, we'll do the rest of prepping the engine to get her back in shake and bake. So let's pop in on Mike. So these are the dowels right here, one here and one over there, and they're on both sides of the engine. That was one thing we were missing. We thought we were going to be able to pull them out of the old block. Yeah, that didn't happen. So Mike found two that he had laying around, and I just picked up two more from the dealership. But y'all don't have to watch him putting the head on again and the push rods and all that stuff. Y'all saw that earlier in the last video. So we're just going to prep this engine, get her ready to put in. The moment of truth, folks. Engine is coming off the stand. Say again, the engine is coming off the stand. And in that big hole right there, that mean machine is going connected to that mean machine to make the ultimate strace car. That's a Mike and Don term. We coined it. It's a strace car. Almost looks like the old engine we just pulled out. All right, we'll be back in a sec. So we're putting on the rear main seal. Put a little RTB in the bottom down here. A little RTB on the bottom over here. Pop that bad boy on. Should just kind of fit right on in there.
Obviously this is easier once you leave the pan off. We might actually have to loosen that up anyway, but just trying to stick it.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all missed that. Don put the rear main seal on. So the trick is getting it between the block and the oil pan. All we did is loosen up the bolts enough to where we could get it just a little bit, stuff it up in there.
There wasn't enough room on there between the engine stand. So
right.
Put it all on the stand.
And yes, we'll come back with a torque wrench and make sure they're torqued. I know everybody loves their torque measurements for all the engine parts on the Hemis. We'll come back, retorque it. We already retorqued the heads and all that stuff, so we're gonna come back, retorque this too. So don't worry, don't fret. I'm not gonna videotape torquing because y'all know how to do that. But he's all ready to go back in. Oh, one more thing. I'm not sure if I said this or not. We got solid motor mount from BMR suspension too. So there they are. So now we're gonna feel every bump in the road, and every time you hit the gas, you're gonna feel it all. We're gonna put all the power to the ground now. So, Mike's finishing up over there, and when we get finished, I'll get us getting the motor in. All right, so we're getting the flywheel on. So what you gotta do is you gotta spin it around until everything lines up. Only goes on one way. So you gotta line it up.
You also make sure it's aiming in the right direction too. Because I've had people turn around and they come to me, I can't get it on, and then they have it flipped.
Ah, yeah, make sure you got it on the right way too.
Yeah.
A little blue thread locker. Not a lot, just a dab will do you. Just to make sure they don't back out. So that's the flywheel. Then I think we're gonna go grab some lunch, and then we're gonna stuff her in. So stay tuned. All right, folks, here we go. All right, y'all are gonna get a lot of wind noise, I'm sorry. Here we are. Trans mounted to the engine right here. Engine, trans. The amount of space we got to go before she's connected. Woo! Engine is in the car. All right, this is one of the last steps to calling the engine in the car is the converter bolts. And they are a pain in the butt because you can't see. And I know you're getting wind noise. But look up in there, look over there. Engine's in the car, baby. All right, now it's just putting on the alternator, air conditioning compressor, a few other nuts and bolts up top, and we can get to hooking up the harness. Alrighty, folks. I'm one to say when I'm wrong, but I thought it would work. So for you people that have a shaker and you want to do the Holly high round, the front mount, at least the 105 throttle body's not gonna make it. So this all will fit under the shaker, but your problem is you'd have to cut out the front to get the throttle body. Which you could do because you got to move the shaker up here anyway. So theoretically, right, you would have to cut the hood up front, but I think you could make it work. Or Holly makes a side one that comes out the side. Now running the pipes is going to be a whole nother story, but you could run the one out the side, and that top is much flatter. I still don't think you could keep the shaker stock. You'd have to move it on top of the hood, which was what I was going to do. But yeah, you can move it to the top of the hood, but you're going to have to cut out some of it to just to make it work. So there you go, guys. With shakers, you could probably make it work. You'd have to get, you know, your mechanic or fabricator or someone to figure out how to make that little lip right there work, or go with the side mount Holly and figure out the piping afterwards. So yep, technically it won't work, but you can make it work. All right, yes, I've been slacking on my video techniques. So all we're doing now is we're flipping the Procharger because we're going to try and go 90 90 90 into the throttle body. So that's the plan. So Mike's already got alternator, air conditioner, compressor. We got the lines in, we got the coolant lines in up there. We already had the damper on. We got the pulley tensioner on there. Obviously we got the Procharger on there. We got the heads. We taped everything up. Wires look nice and neat now. Like I said, we got the coolant lines run. Coolant tank's gonna go over here where it was before. And then yeah, so engine's in. We're gonna put the belt on. Once we get the Procharger back on, we're gonna put the belt on, and then basically it's ready for the fabricator to do the piping. But let me give Mike a hand. Alrighty, folks, it was a long day, long evening. We got a lot of stuff done, but we still got a lot of stuff to do. I mean, we've been making great progress. I've been super happy with the progress we're making, but here's our list. And I'm sure there's probably a couple things on that list we don't that's not on the list that we'll figure out tomorrow. But as you can see on that list, we got a bit of a busy day for us tomorrow. But you know, between Mike and I think we can handle it. I think we can get it done. We did a lot today. The engine's in, Procharger, all the accessories are in. So now it's just radiator intake and ice box stuff. So that's what's coming tomorrow, or the next video. So that's it for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, please check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on with the rest of the channel, do me them few things: like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on your social media. I'll appreciate it. Shake and Bake will definitely appreciate it, because every red penny from YouTube goes right back into Shake and Bake. That's it for this one, folks. Till next time, adios.